The history of Egypt is a tapestry woven with the threads of ancient civilizations, monumental achievements, and enduring legacies that have shaped human culture for millennia. The story begins in the fertile Nile River Valley, where life flourished amidst an otherwise arid desert landscape. Around 6000 BCE, early settlers began cultivating crops along the riverbanks, drawn by the predictable flooding cycles of the Nile, which deposited rich silt onto the land, creating one of the most agriculturally productive regions in the ancient world. By 3100 BCE, these scattered communities coalesced into a unified state under the leadership of King Narmer, also known as Menes, who is credited with founding the first dynasty and establishing up Memphis as Egypt's first capital. This marked the beginning of what historians call the early dynastic period, during which Egyptian society developed its unique identity. The pharaohs were seen not merely as rulers, but as divine intermediaries between the gods and the people, embodying both political authority and spiritual power. This belief system laid the foundation for the grand architectural projects that would define Egypt's legacy, such as the construction of pyramids, temples, and tombs designed to honor the gods and ensure the immortality of the ruling class. The Old Kingdom, circa 2686 to 181 BCE, often referred to as the Age of the Pyramids, saw the rise of iconic structures like the Great Pyramid of Giza, built for Pharaoh Khufu, which remains one of the seven wonders of the ancient world. Following the decline of the Old Kingdom due to economic instability and internal strife, Egypt entered the First Intermediate Period, a time of fragmentation and regional rule. However, this era gave way to the Middle Kingdom, circa 2055–1650 BCE, characterized by cultural renaissance and territorial expansion. During this period, literature, art, and architecture flourished, while irrigation systems improved agricultural output. Yet external threats loomed on the horizon. Around 1650 BCE, the Hyksos, a group of Semitic invaders from Western Asia, seized control of parts of northern Egypt, ushering in the Second Intermediate Period. Their occupation introduced new military technologies, including horse-drawn chariots, which Egyptians later adopted and refined. The New Kingdom, circa 1550–1070 BCE, emerged as a golden age of empire-building and artistic innovation. Under powerful pharaohs like Hatshepsut, Thutmose III, and Amenhotep III, Egypt expanded its borders through military campaigns, reaching as far south as Nubia and eastward into Canaan and Syria. Perhaps the most famous ruler of this era was Akhenaten, who attempted to revolutionize Egyptian religion by promoting monotheism centered around the sun, god Aten, though his reforms were largely reversed after his death. His son, Tutankhamun, became synonymous with ancient Egypt following the discovery of his nearly intact tomb in 1922, captivating the modern imagination. After the New Kingdom, Egypt faced increasing challenges, including invasions by the Libyans, Nubians, and eventually the Assyrians. The late period, 664–332 BCE, witnessed a brief resurgence under native dynasties, particularly the Scythe dynasty, before Persian conquerors established dominance. In 332 BCE, Alexander the Great swept through Egypt, ending centuries of indigenous rule. After his death, Ptolemy I Sota, one of Alexander's generals, founded the Ptolemaic dynasty, blending Greek and Egyptian traditions. Cleopatra VII, the last active ruler of this dynasty, famously aligned herself with Roman leaders Julius Caesar, Mark Antony, in an effort to preserve her kingdom's independence. Her defeat by Octavian, later Augustus, in 30 BCE, led to Egypt's incorporation into the Roman Empire, marking the end of pharaonic rule. Under Roman and later Byzantine rule, Egypt remained a vital province, prized for its grain production and strategic location. Christianity spread throughout the region during the first few centuries CE, leading to the establishment of the Coptic Church. However, the arrival of Arab Muslim forces in 641 CE brought profound changes. Egypt became part of the Islamic Caliphate, and over time, Arabic replaced Coptic as the dominant language. Cairo, founded in 969 CE, grew into a major centre of learning and commerce during the Fatimid and Mamluk periods, leaving behind architectural marvels such as the Al-Azhar Mosque and the Citadel of Saladin. In the early 16th century, Egypt fell under Ottoman control, remaining part of the empire until the late 18th century. Napoleon Bonaparte's invasion in 1798 briefly disrupted Ottoman rule, sparking European interest in Egyptology and uncovering treasures like the Rosetta Stone, which ultimately unlocked the secrets of hieroglyphics. Muhammad Ali Pasha, an Albanian commander in the Ottoman army, rose to power in the early 19th century, initiating a series of modernization efforts that transformed Egypt's economy and infrastructure. His descendants ruled until the mid-20th century, when growing nationalist sentiment culminated in the 1952 revolution, led by Gamal Abdel Nasser, who declared Egypt a republic and pursued policies of pan-Arabism and non-alignment during the Cold War. Today, Egypt stands as a bridge between Africa, Asia, and Europe, its rich history reflected in its monuments, museums, and vibrant cultural heritage. From the majestic pyramids to the bustling streets of Cairo, the echoes of its past continue to inspire awe and curiosity worldwide. As you reflect on this remarkable journey through time, I invite you to subscribe to my YouTube channel, where we explore fascinating stories like this one and delve deeper into the wonders of history. Thank you for joining me on this adventure.